As a commissioning editor, my role is to basically twofold. First, identify the kind of themes and the kind of games and the kind of topics that we actually want to do, and to then go and source the talent and or filter through proposals from British-based talent to find the right sort of thing, and then pay for it. There's 1066, which is about the Battle of 1066. The Battle of Trafalgar, also about Battle of Trafalgar, but it's actually more about culture and race relations, because what most people don't realise was there were 22 different cultures and nationalities on Nelson's fleet. So it's more about kind of getting into interesting things rather than just straight up history. We've got a game called Smokescreen, which is about social networks, life on social networks, and kind of your personal privacy and how you use data and how you give away data when you're on things like Facebook and Twitter. We do web games and free games on mobile platforms and free PC Mac games. So our first game was Bow Street Runner, and it actually coincided with the TV show, but it was only very loosely connected because the content was the 1750s London, which is when the police force started. And teenagers often have a slightly uncomfortable relationship with the police, so we were like, well, maybe we should go back and look at the where and why police came about, and maybe that would be interesting. 1750s London is kind of costume drama time. So real humans with video, built a game through it. It's a point and click adventure. And then it went live kind of around the same time as the show, but unlike the show, which showed overnight, a couple of nights, a couple of weeks running, the game is still there and will stay there. It's had well over 1 million players and it won a BAFTA. If you try to sell a game as educational, it'll put a lot of people off. But actually some of the best games are educational. I think people love to learn new things. They feel like they're not wasting their time if they come away from something having kind of gone, God, I never knew that before. So as long as it's done nicely, if you sort of hammer it home and it's that awful word, edutainment, it often just falls flat on its face. But Brain Training, for instance, is a perfectly educational game, and look how popular that is.